Hello everybody and welcome back to my F1 2021 My Team Career Mode. We are now at the Russian Grand Prix, heading to the closing stages of the season. Monza, if you didn't see it, spoiler alert, Leclerc took a win. It was a 1-2, but we did have one or two slightly controversial incidents. But we are now here at Russia, and after finishing second to my teammate, I am aiming to best him here. Though taking that line round there certainly isn't going to help me. We did get into Q3, I will quickly tell you that, and we're now pushing to try and get onto pole position. We're currently looking at P4, which isn't good enough. You know, we want to be on pole. We want the best chance of winning here. As we now clip that right-handed apex, we've gone a little bit deep there. Qualifying is over, so all improvements have to be made now. And are we on a purple sector? No, we are not. We're just a little bit off of Russell and Leclerc, who are second and third. But if we could just push this last sector now and just make the gains here, we might be able to push our car onto the front row. And we have actually done better than what we did in our first lap. We are up by a few tenths, but it's all in the last couple of corners, and I'm gunning it out of there. Have we managed to stick
Excellent
it on pole?
lap. We're really pleased.
I believe we have. I believe that is pole position for the Russian Grand Prix.
Let's review
But Lando Norris, look at him there in P2. He is certainly going to give me a run for my money off the start.
Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow. Welcome one and all to today's Grand Prix here in southern Russia. A beautiful location besides the Black Sea, and a race that has historically been dominated by the Silver Arrows. Mercedes have won here 6 times since the first race in 2014. Can someone else muscle in on that record here today? Built on the shores of the Black Sea, the Sochi Autodrome is a 3.6-mile tour around some of the venues built for the 2014 Winter Olympic Games. Close barriers may make overtakes more challenging, but with 56% of the lap taken absolutely flat out, we certainly won't be wanting for pure speed. A fitting arena then to do battle at the pinnacle of motorsport. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here today. But I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
But from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course, you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Joker lines up on pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Russell, Max Verstappen and Sainz, Tsunoda, Bottas, Schwartzman and Pierre Gasly, Ricciardo, Lundgaard, Antonio Giovinazzi and Stroll, Ocon, Vettel, Callum Ilott and Mick Schumacher, Joe, Mazepin, Latifi, they've taken a grid penalty, and Artem Markelov. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's...
Okay, 5 red lights, pole position on the grid. What can we do here? It's lights out and away we go. We've not made the best of starts, neither has Norris, but look at Leclerc! Off the line like a bullet out of a gun. We've got to cover Lando Norris, and round the outside has come Max Verstappen then, up into P2 in the Red Bull. He goes to the inside to cover. I'm going to go to the outside, forcing him to go tight, and that allows us to just nip through back into P2. But Charles Leclerc, like a bullet out of a gun, into the lead. Our teammate just, well, he just zoomed off, didn't he? Haven't quite seen a start like that. I'm not overly sure whether he jumped it or not. I've never seen the AI jump starts on the game, but apparently he didn't, as he leads the way at the end of lap 1. We are 7 tenths behind, and Verstappen in third, just lurking and lingering, just in case he could have a little bit of fun with us. But right now it is a Joe H2012 as we make our way through the end of the first sector, round this fast sweeping left. Verstappen is third, Norris is fourth, and Russell in the other Red Bull is fifth. Verstappen, if anything though, giving me more pressure than I'm giving to Leclerc at this stage of the race. For whatever reason, Charles Leclerc is just able to pull out from us a bit, and Max is just able to stay right there, and that's proving to be a bit of a thorn in my side, because I do not want him to be right behind me. I don't want him having a go. I want to be getting after Leclerc and not defending from behind me. So, end of lap 3, and there's a battle going on behind me for 4th between Norris and Russell. I've clipped the curb very hard, and Verstappen's going to have a look and manage to not touch him, keeping it clean and forcing him to the very inside. And in the end, I was just able to keep the place, and I think he clipped the curb very, very hard there. And I wonder if that's done any kind of damage to him. But meanwhile, we're now going back to watch this battle, because it was all kicking off here. George Russell trying to get past Lando Norris. Look at him, tuck him right into the slipstream. Alongside, then side by side. Is Russell going to get through? Russell has the inside line, but... Sorry, Norris had the inside line. Russell holding it out around the outside. Norris now getting the better run on the racing line. Still side by side round the chicane. And Lando Norris just holding him off. And Carlos Sainz there wanting to get involved. But there's a Red Bull slowing down there. I believe that's Max Verstappen pulling out of the race. So that's any pressure I had from behind gone, as Max Verstappen pulls off. We've now made our way into the pits for my one and only stop. So it's a matter of me trying to get a little bit of an undercut on Leclerc to maybe get past him. Hopefully I've got some clear air, but as it turns out, I've got the two Williams of Zhou Guanyu and Callum Ilott. Where Zhou Guanyu I managed to dispatch easily, whereas Callum Ilott, as you can see here, just holding me up a little bit. I'm trying to duck and dive, but there's no way through. As Ilott holds the line, I'm going to have to wait until the DRS point. But is there a lunge up the inside here available to me? Yes, there is, and Ilott doesn't really fight that. Okay, pit stops are now being made. Where is Leclerc? Is he going to be ahead? Is he going to be behind? The answer is he's coming out, and he is just in front of me. But we've got warm tyres, we've got momentum. Where's he going to tuck in? Are we going to be able to have a look around the outside of this left-hander? No. Leclerc's got the better run, and once again, the battle continues. As he's now got slower cars in front of him, and I'm just wondering, can I use those slower cars to help hold him up to get past? Right, Leclerc right behind Vettel. Are they going to pit this lap? Yes, they do. And that has worked a treat, because I am now right behind my teammate. I'm well within that DRS, but I just wonder this time round, is he going to have the DRS? Right, round turn 1, Daniel Ricciardo is now the new race leader because he hasn't pitted. Right, we're now closing well in on Leclerc here. We're going to take a dive up the inside line, and that is a dive bomb to end all dive bombs. We've got the move done. Leclerc's going to try and go around the outside there. And he has managed to go around the outside. That is the move he did on Kevin Magnussen a few years back. And he has got that move done on me to retake the lead. That is some incredible and intelligent racing there by Charles Leclerc. But I'm back in the DRS here. We're going to go up the right-hand side. And that is the move pretty much done. No, Leclerc's trying to fight around the outside again. But this time I don't leave him any room to try and fight back. And we have taken the lead of this Russian Grand Prix. Meanwhile, the Williams are proving a bit of a thorn in the side for Lando Norris and George Russell. Norris struggling there to get past what I think is Callum Ilott. Ilott not being very easy to get past. And next up will be Zhou Guanyu in the other Williams. I think Lando's now got him. And that puts George Russell right in his slipstream. Carlos Sainz is also right there. And Robert Schwartzman doing a handy job just outside the points. Will today be the day he adds to his miserable tally of 5 points. Meanwhile, this battle between Norris and Russell resumes here. After getting past Callum Ilott, they're now side by side, but Norris once again seeing the Red Bull driver off. And we're just watching it on board with Callum Ilott there. Next lap, Russell's going to have a go at Norris again. And we've got Joe Guan Yu in the middle of it. Norris now on the inside. And Russell sees them all off around the outside and gets the move on the McLaren. And Joe Guan Yu not quite willing to give up his position quite as easily, as he still keeps his car on the inside there. But Russell will get the better exit, and Norris, well, that's not how he would have wanted that move to go. He has dropped a couple of places there, and you can see the traffic jams that the Williams cars are causing, as I believe one of them is slowing down. And I think that is Callum Ilott that we are losing from this race. He peels off. Oh, that's a shame. He was having a strong showing there, but I think he hadn't pitted yet. Meanwhile, up front, I'm not going to lie to you, there was literally no change. I just stretched my gap up to about 10.5 seconds. And, well, nothing else really happened. It's just been a dominant display by the Joe H2O cars, who are now coming round to collect another 1-2 and bring us ever closer to winning the Constructors' World title. We just got this left right here to navigate, then the 2 right-handers. It's going to be another victory in this incredible season I'm having, and it is going to be another extension to the gap to Leclerc. Joe H2O extend the gap to the rest. It is another win. Let's go.
Great drive. We did it. Good job.
Here we are then, a real team effort to overcome their rivals for a memorable win here today. Talk to me, Ants. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium. Let's see what effect this result has had on the driver's stand.
I mean, Leclerc might have attached a Concorde engine to the car at the start, but from that second stint onwards, my race pace was just incredible. The car felt really good, and we were just able to stretch that gap out front. It's another podium for George Russell, but Red Bull taking a huge knock there, as we're able to extend the lead quite significantly in the Constructors' Championship. Norris is 4th, then Sainz is 5th, and the top 10 is round out by Lance Stroll, and Robert Schwartzman does indeed add to his points tally by finishing P9 in his home race. I mean, that'll give him something to smile about, but it's still a very miserable season on 7 points, and I believe we're going to scroll down in a minute to see that he is last in the standings, but the gap is now 77 points to me and Leclerc, and the question for me now is, when can I get this wrapped up? The battle for 3rd is still looking pretty intense with Gasly and Russell. Verstappen in 5th, still there, and still with an outside chance of 3rd. And Yuki Tsunoda holding on to 6th. And the top 10 is now round out by Daniel Ricciardo. And you can see there, Schwartzman, of all the point scorers, does have the least points. So, like I said, Ferrari have got some big decisions to make about his career very soon. Because that is not good enough. That is nowhere near good enough. And you can see there, look at the Constructors' gap. 2-2-4. I think we're pretty much uncatchable. Well, thank you for watching this race. Don't forget to leave a like and hit the subscribe button if you're new here and you want to see more from me. Until the next time, I've been Joe. Thank you for watching. TTFN, guys. Ta for now.